It's time for Be in the Driver's Seat with Regina, the Queen of Car Loans, and mental health expert, Dr. Teresa Moore. A Saturday morning mix of cars, credit, and wellness created just for you. Brought to you by Joe Lunghamer Chevrolet of Waterford. Plan your next vehicle purchase or get your credit rolling in the right direction with Regina today. And now, Regina, the Queen of Car Loans, and Dr. Teresa Moore.
Good morning. Happy Saturday, everybody.
Happy Saturday, everybody. Look, I think I got a concussion.
You got a concussion. Listen, we're live on Facebook and Be in the Driver's Seat. And Dr. T is trying to get situated in the camera, and she's not this morning.
Look, I done hit my forehead. Good morning, everybody.
Good morning. We want to encourage you to call in this morning at 866-423-9578. That's 866-423-9578. We are giving away a gift card this morning. So call in and engage with us. But don't call in to say, I'm calling in for the gift card.
Yeah, come in and engage with us. Good morning, everybody. It's Saturday morning. I'm up. Wake up, everybody. No more sleeping in bed. Y'all up?
Nah, they ain't up, Dr. T. We only up.
Yeah.
Why does Saturday morning come so fast? Saturday morning, I get up around 3:30. What time do you get up in the morning?
4.
Get up at 4?
I do. You know what? And it do come fast. That make you go to bed early on
Friday night. Wait a minute. Is your clothes already prepared? Do you already know what you're wearing?
I do.
You do?
Yeah, I mean, you got to get up, shower, do all that stuff. I don't have time to I have to drive farther than you, Queen. So, I got it.
So how long does it take you to get here?
About 35, 40 minutes.
Okay, I'm blessed. It takes me 12 minutes. 12 minutes to get in the studio. You know what? Let me just say this. Honestly, about 15 minutes. Not 12 minutes, but to get in the studio. But about 15.
Why you be late then?
Are you supposed to call me out like that?
Yes, I am. So
I was 5 minutes tardy this morning.
Listen, don't be tardy for the party. I'm so excited today. It's Saturday. Listen, today is the 15th, and we're in this Juneteenth celebration month. So
wait, we got Dawn on Facebook.
Hey, good morning, Dawn.
What's up, Dawn? Good morning to you.
Hey,
good morning.
Hey, sis. Happy Saturday.
So we are giving away a gift card this morning, $25 gift card. You can call in. The first caller, 866-423-9578. That's 866-423-9578. Tell us what you got going on this morning. What are you doing this Saturday morning?
Yeah, what's going on?
So, Dr. T, what were you saying? I'm sorry.
I don't know.
You were saying Juneteenth. We got Juneteenth going on.
See, y'all, it's early in the morning. So, yeah, it's all type of Juneteenth activities going on. It started earlier this week. I saw that it was something going on in Oakland County at the 1200 building. So they had, they celebrated at that time because the courts are going to be closed next Wednesday on June 19th. I know today there are several events. So get out. It's a lot of free events going on. It's Juneteenth celebrations everywhere.
Well, we want to find out what you are doing this morning, what you're doing today, or what do you have planned for the week?
I know, right?
But our word today was centered around my baby niece, Sierra Cudacup.
She,
Cudacup.
Where you at, Sierra Cudacup?
Cudacup. Sierra Cudacup, the owner of Delicious Sweets
Bake Shop. And Craven Cookies.
And she's located in Saginaw, Michigan. But she gets her cookies delivered. Actually, my customers that buy a car from the Queen, they actually get their
they get cookies.
I was waiting for you to say it.
Oh, they get a complimentary gift from the Queen, Regina, the Queen of Car Loans. So if you are purchasing a car from her, you will get some cookies from Craven Cookies.
More than likely, because I think I might be a month or two behind. But yeah, you're going
to get them.
So if you didn't get one, just, blame it on Dr. T if you didn't get one.
You better call Regina, the Queen of Car Loans.
So you know what? Listen, so I had a customer that bought a car from me last week, and she said, Regina, after she got her car, she said, Regina, the queen of car loans. I was like, you started that. You know that, right?
I did. And then Gil used to sing it all the time.
Right.
So, yeah. But I'm excited. So last week, Sierra was talking about support, right? She was talking about those who support you and those who may not. And so this morning, I wanted to piggyback on that because it's important to have people around you to support you. As a therapist, I've noticed that a lot of people who are dealing with mental health challenges, one of the biggest complaints is that they don't have support. They don't have those around them that kind of understand what they're going through. And so that's why they may seek out the help of a therapist. So as a therapist, my job is to help give them tools, but I also support them through the journey. And then as a Christian woman, it's important to have those around you to sharpen you. The Bible tells us that iron sharpens iron. And so I think about that, and it's important for you to know that no man is an island. No man can do anything by themselves. That's indeed why God said that man shouldn't live alone. That's why Eve came. And so we all need support. No man is an island. So support to me is huge. I look at those who support me, and I even pray for those who don't support me, that there's a tribe of people that I am connected with, and that it's a tribe for me. So I'm excited to even dive into support with you, Regina, because I know that's a big thing, even being in the automotive world.
Dr. T just had a whole conversation with herself by herself. Did anybody notice that?
It wasn't by myself. It was just specific targeted information.
Whole conversation by herself. I always feel when Dr. T is talking like I'm on the couch.
You are.
I'm on the couch?
You're in the chair right now, but you're still in session.
The great thing about being next to Dr. T is that I'm able to get my emotions out. When I say get my emotions out, I'm able to think, heal, steal at the same time. Did I say steal?
Did you say? I'm like, what you steal it?
I just want to see if you were listening. What's your term? I get to think, heal.
No, so it's
feel, heal, deal.
No, it's feel, heal. Wait, feel, deal, heal. You messing me up.
Feel, deal, heal. So I get to feel at the same time. I get to heal, and I get to.
So first of all, you have to feel, and so that you can then deal, and then healing takes place.
Okay, well, let's break it down. So I have to feel, right? So I have to have, if I'm feeling frustrated or upset, I'm feeling, right?
Yeah, and you're recognizing that you're feeling those things, and then you verbalize them.
And then I'm dealing.
So then,
is it feel, deal?
You
right?
deal with the things that you're feeling, yeah.
So how do we, I'm not even going to get into that because I'm going to take it on a whole nother level, and that means that I'll be on the couch and you'll try to be on the couch too. But to me, I looked up the word support. So it means wanting people to be by your side regardless of what about. Being supported means being there when it counts most and when it does not. Having someone there to cheer you on, telling that you'll be there no matter what happens. Now, we should have a lot of people calling in right now at 866-423-9578 because, if you have support, they're there at your darkest times. Yeah. When you don't want to get out of bed or when you're having some issues. How do you deal with it? How do you call? Because I remember this past week, I went through a couple things that I'm not going to share, but I actually, when my dad was living, Dr. T, I would actually pick up the phone and call my dad. Mm-hmm. And my dad would say, I'm only a phone call away. Call me, right? Mm-hmm. Back then it wasn't texting. Yeah. My dad died in 2008, and that's exactly. Can you cover it up there? I just dropped the headphones there. Can you help me out there?
Nobody knows you dropped the headphones. Nobody knew that but you.
But look, it was a big like quiet storm real quick. But anyway, so I would call my dad and I would just be able to have conversation. That was he was my support system. Yeah. So this week, I reached out to you, then I reached out to Nicole Anderson, but when I reached out to you, I knew that I needed to talk. I said, hey, where are you? Do you have a chance to talk? And I had to take a walk around the building at work. Yeah. And, that was my release. Mm-hmm. Because sometimes when you're going through things, you got to have that support. You got to be able to call someone.
Yeah, that's good. And so just knowing that you have someone to call. Because oftentimes people don't have anyone. So when you're blessed to have people that you can call and they pick up the phone for you or they respond to you. You know, one of the most hurtful things is to need somebody and there's no one there.
But what do you do if no one's there? If no one's there, how do you deal besides calling God?
Well, here's the thing. Well, calling God, it should be the first resort. Sometimes we make him the last, but he's the one that's ever present. People will walk away. People will support you today, and tomorrow they won't support you. But God is always there. He's always there. And so when you don't have anyone there, that's in your darkest times, that's when you turn to the Lord. And then you ask him, Lord, send someone in my path. Send somebody who can help me through this.
You know, the biggest thing I look about support is that people support you when they need you sometimes. And that's very frustrating. If they need something from you, that's when they want to support you.
Yeah.
But a true friend or a person that really has your back is someone that's with you during the ups and downs, no matter what.
That's true. And, you know, that's good, Regina. You know, sometimes, unfortunately, we do have people who do not support us. But there is a tribe of people with all of us. And so, you know your tribe.
I like what you said. Know your tribe. Hey, does anybody know their tribe? Are the people there that you think should be there and they're not?
Yeah, I mean, I even deal with that. Like, I friendships mean something to me. You know, I'm big on friendships. I'm a loyal friend. I'm a good friend. And so when I see that others that I love, they're not being good friends to me, that's hurtful. Especially when you thought that they would be there. It's some people I thought that would rock with me to the end of the earth.
So, in other words, basically the way I look at it, you know, you have a talent, right? And sometimes when people only call you for your talent, right?
Yeah.
And when I say talent, Dr. T is a
licensed
clinical therapist,
Yes.
but you also are a...
What else you want me to be?
Chef, what you call it? What's the
well,
word?
You know, I used to be a caterer.
Caterer.
That's in
you just cater for the church and who you choose to, right?
That's right.
So Dr. T actually caters to who she wants to cater to now, right?
Well, let's understand that. That means cater as in catering cook, not catering as to, catering the needs of others, not that,
Okay. She's correcting my words this morning. And you know what? We're I'm not even going to do you this early in the morning, okay?
Listen,
don't
try.
No, I'm not even going to do you this morning because Joe Lunghamer just sent me a text and said, Regina, it's time to take a break. I need to hear my commercial.
Okay.
Because I support this show. So shout out to Joe Lunghamer Chevrolet.
Shout out to Joe. That's my second job, too. I work for Joe Lunghamer. Literally.
So if you're looking for a new car or a used car, you can see the queen of car loans at Joe Lunghamer Chevrolet. If you're looking to put a credit application in, you can go to my website 24 hours a day. Regina, the queen of carloans.com. Regina, the queen of carloans, with S.com. Put the application in 24 hours a day. New cars, used cars, whatever you want.
That's right.
We'll be right back.
Are you paying high interest rates on a car loan? Do you desire to purchase a home, but you're unable to get approved? Perhaps you're repeatedly getting denied for credit when applying for credit cards. Listen, better credit doesn't just happen. You've got to make it happen. I've helped hundreds of people better their credit and their overall financial situation by applying a simple set of instructions that anyone can follow. Call me today, 1-800-988-9184. That's Kathy Washington, your financial impact coach, at 1-800-988-9184. Don't delay. Call today.
Hi, I'm Dave Wilkie, Service Manager at Joe Lunghamer Chevrolet. Since the 1950s, Joe Lunghamer and his family have been honored to service your vehicles. With 112 years of combined service experience, we can take care of any concern you might have. From warranty work to routine oil changes, we treat your vehicle like our own. Call now to schedule the next service appointment at Joe Lunghamer Chevrolet. Stop by anytime, Monday through Friday, 8 a.m. to 5 p.m. Get your vehicle serviced right every time. Call 248-683-7100. That's 248-683-7100.
Chevrolet. Find new roads.
Regina, the queen of car loans here with Joe Lunghamer Chevrolet. If you're looking to get into a new or used vehicle with affordable rates, we've got your back. My lenders are making unheard of deals where others may have roadblocks. Regardless of your financial situation, I can get you financed and driving today. Simply Google Regina, the queen of car loans. Ride in style with the queen. Regina, the queen of car loans at Joe Lunghamer Chevrolet in Waterford.
Chevrolet. Find new roads.
And you are back to listening to Be in the Driver's Seat. And we're so excited. Joining us in the studio this morning is clinical therapist Andre Charley, the owner of Affecting Change. Good morning, Andre.
Good morning. Good morning.
Listen, we're so excited. Y'all see the queen? Y'all know she been singing, y'all. She been singing all morning. She getting it in early.
So, we're super excited because we got a man in the studio.
Yes, a male perspective. Listen, listeners, y'all know we do this every month, the Therapist Corner, but this month we have the one and only Andre in the building. Let me tell y'all about Andre, y'all. So, Andre, I saw him at an event last month, and I was like, I got to get you on the show. I've been trying to get this man on the show, but he is here today. He is the owner of Affecting Change. He's a clinical therapist, and he's also the executive director of a newly formed nonprofit called Affecting Change in Detroit. Man, Andre and I have some similarities outside of being therapists. We both are therapists. He also started his journey in a group home setting. He has over 25 years of experience as a social worker, but he started at the age of 19 in a group home. And that particular group home was designed for abused, neglected, and adjudicated youth. And so, Andre, let's get into it. So tell the listeners a little bit about who is Andre.
Andre, wow. So he is multifaceted, a man of God, and someone that tends to be there for people as a therapist. That's what we do. But I am a son, I am a brother, a cousin, and I have been in the position to help others through working with individual youth, and I've been a mentor since I was 19. And
how many years is that, Andre?
Man, that's been some years. It's been 10 years. I'm only 29. So,
wait a minute. You and the Queen, y'all was born the same year, huh?
Yeah.
Because she was 29 too.
Yeah, we went to school
I'm
together.
25.
Wait.
I'm 25.
See, I thought you'd been out of school 10 years.
No.
That's what you said on my Facebook page.
No, I know, but I'm only 25 years old.
Okay.
So I just graduated from high school about 7 years ago.
Okay. Yeah,
right?
That's right.
Yeah,
about
that's
7
about
years
right.
ago,
Yeah.
All right, congratulations.
I never age.
Okay.
The Queen never aged.
So, Andre, you know what? You said a mouthful already. So let's go back. The first thing you said was you was a man of God. So let's just kind of go back and before we dive into all of the background stuff, how important is your faith in this walk that you do every day?
I'm driven by my faith. It is something that I would not be anywhere I am if it wasn't for God. So I'm right here because I know that he strengthens me and he keeps me going, because out of my own strength, I would have stopped a long time ago.
Wow.
Yeah.
But wow. I want to know we don't have that many male perspectives in the studio, right? But we're being a male therapist. What's the difference? I want to get both of you guys to take on this. What's the difference of you being a male perspective versus you being a woman perspective? Do you think you look at things differently in the lens as far as being a male versus Dr. T, you being a woman?
So we do. We have our theoretical background. We have our understanding. We have our understanding of systems and human behavior and how people operate in general. And then we have our natural instincts and our natural sides and our own experiences as being a male and being a female that comes into play. So that all works together. And then the spiritual aspects also. So we have basis of the same understanding, and then we have the edge because of us being who we are as our genders.
Yeah, so I like that you asked that question, Queen, because here's the thing. Like, I hear often that from other persons that may have gone to a male or female, they was like, they just don't understand me. So when I hear
Who says that, women?
So women will say that the men just don't understand, and the men will say that the women just don't understand. But here's the thing, like he said, like, we have some basis of the same thing, but our own experiences and things to give us our own way of how we do therapy. So I think as a woman, the lenses that I look out of is very different than what Andre look out of, but at the same time, because because we both are faith driven, some of the things will always be similar because of our belief in God, but because of our who we are, right? But some things are going to look different. So that doesn't mean that his way is better and my way is better. It just means that we have different ways of doing things.
My way is typically better, but
He's competitive, right?
Right.
He's competitive.
I knew that from the beginning.
So I love the fact that he's competitive, but the reality of it is we both win.
Waking up to win.
Okay, we do. I have to agree. I don't have an argument for that one.
You can't come back.
No, I can't, right? We support us one to another. We need each other,
Definitely. No man is an island by themselves. And so that was one of the reasons why I wanted, when Regina and I talked about the Therapist Corner, I wanted to bring other therapists on because, number one, we're better together.
Yes.
And I choose collaboration over competition.
Absolutely.
Because I feel like we all can eat. So there's a sector of people that's always going to be drawn to me and likewise to you.
Absolutely.
And so let's go back. You started in the group home business at the age of 19. What drove you in that direction?
It's interesting because I really was just in the right place at the right time. I overheard two people talking, and a girl jokingly said, because the young man was not biting for the job, that she wanted to or needed someone to work at her facility. She looked at me jokingly and said, "You want a job?" I was in college. I was in a junior year of my social work program. And I said, "Well, tell me more." "Yeah, sure." And she said, "Really?" And we started talking, discussing. And I didn't get the job because I had to be 21 because of the psychotropics and everything that had to be given in this partial hospitalization program. But after my interview, they called me and said, "We have a position down the road just from the facility you interviewed at there is no age requirement, and we would like to have you go there based on what we went over in the interview. We think you'll be a perfect fit for this group home. 6 adjudicated youth, or they were removed from home for being in foster care, and it changed my life.
Wow.
I hadn't known, but that was the turning point.
Wow.
So I just want to say this. I want to give a shout out to my auntie, Auntie Annette Dempsey in Florida. She's on our Facebook page for the first time. Shout out to Auntie Annette Dempsey in Mulberry, Florida.
Come on, Mulberry.
Come on, Mulberry.
I didn't know that existed. Did you know Mulberry?
I did not know Mulberry.
So Mulberry is about half hour away from 25 minutes away from Lakeland.
Okay.
And about 40 minutes away from Tampa.
I thought she was going to say something like Nutbush or something.
I had to give her a shout out because she's up this early in the morning.
She listening.
That's my favorite auntie.
Up and
listening. Come on, favorite. so, Andre, you said that this position changed your life. How so?
I was able to realize that I could connect with young individuals, and they looked up to me, and they would call me dad, or somebody called me unc, and because we were there, I was a weekend staff member. I would take them out to different events and be the person that would work 9 hours on Saturday, 9 hours on Sunday. And so they spent a lot of time with me.
So you didn't have no life then, huh?
I didn't.
At a young age?
At a young age. I was pulling like 30 hours a week. And then after I thought about it, I was like, no wonder I only had a 2-point-something in college.
But you had some monies.
I had a little bit. I did. I had a great life.
I'm super excited, y'all, because you know that this is my background. And so it was very difficult to find staff that connect with the persons that we serve. And so once you find someone who can actually connect and form relationships, you want to keep them. Right. And so for 30 years, I really trained and supported staff so that they could be the best version of themselves for the people we serve. So talk to us a little bit about some of the things that you encountered while working in this particular setting. Because, and the reason why I'm asking you that, it seems like this setting helped prepare you for what was to come.
Yes, absolutely. Because in that setting, you're dealing with abandonment, you're dealing with identity, because this is like 10 to 18. Okay. So you have all of the adolescence and the puberty and everything coming out, who I am, moving into the next phase of life. So I was able to deal with that. I was able to understand what anger looks like, what a child abuse looks like, what going through the court system looks like, wanting to be with your parents, but you couldn't because they were deemed to be an individual that abused you, and they had to go through treatment programs and had to supervise and individual counseling and family sessions and going to different things. I also did my internship because it was a children's services agency, like our CPS services, that may have removed them. Then we was able to go through other homes, and I had a lot of experience that just allowed me to see what it looks like to deal with individuals much like me that may be dealing with something that I've never even experienced, but it's also interrelated because I had a lot of childhood traumas as well.
So I was listening earlier, Dr. T, when you said sometimes when you said how do you deal with the things that you go through personally when you're talking to your I call them patients, right? Because let's think when I'm talking to Dr. T, when I got something going on, right? She listens with an open ear. But how do you hold back some of the things that you actually might have gone through? You hearing from your I'll call you a patient.
You said patients or clients.
What do you call a client, right?
Yeah.
How do you deal with that? I mean, you offer advice, you listen, because when I talk to Dr. T, I'm on her couch every day. Okay. When I say I'm on her couch, we have phone calls because she's my go-to person now. How do you deal with the problems that they have, right? And then you went through the same thing.
Yeah.
If you know what I mean.
Yeah.
Because I always got to go around the block before I ask a question.
Right. So being very aware is important. Aware of what you've been through, how this affected you, how it's impacting you now, and understanding that they are not you, but they may be having a similar experience as well. So being objective, making sure that you don't take your own experience and transfer your beliefs and your thoughts over into that, but allowing the individual to express what's going on with them, problem solve, brainstorm, different strategies that may work in general, things that may have worked for you. It will be some interchangeable things as far as strategies and techniques and how you have made it through if it was a particular similar situation, and allowing that individual still to be empowered to make that decision too. They're not you, so they may not make the same choice that you made, but they also have the ability to make that decision. You just support them as they go through whatever it is they're going through to get to the other side, but you don't push on them your own beliefs per se. Yeah.
Wow. So, man, this is good. I want to come back. We have to take a break, but I want to come back with the statement, "You are not them." And we'll be right back after we take this quick break.
Are you paying high interest rates on a car loan? Do you desire to purchase a home, but you're unable to get approved? Perhaps you're repeatedly getting denied for credit when applying for credit cards. Listen, better credit doesn't just happen. You've got to make it happen. I've helped hundreds of people better their credit and their overall financial situation by applying a simple set of instructions that anyone can follow. Call me today, 1-800-988-9184. That's Kathy Washington, your financial impact coach, at 1-800-988-9184. Don't delay. Call today.
Hi, I'm Dave Wilkie, Service Manager at Joe Lunghamer Chevrolet. Since the 1950s, Joe Lunghamer and his family have been honored to service your vehicles. With 112 years of combined service experience, we can take care of any concern you might have. From warranty work to routine oil changes, we treat your vehicle like our own. Call now to schedule a next service appointment at Joe Lunghamer Chevrolet. Stop by anytime, Monday through Friday, 8 a.m. to 5 p.m. Get your vehicle serviced right every time. Call 248-683-7100. That's 248-683-7100.
Chevrolet. Find new roads.
Regina, the Queen of Car Loans here with Joe Lunghamer Chevrolet. If you're looking to get into a new or used vehicle with affordable rates, we've got your back. My lenders are making unheard of deals where others may have roadblocks. Regardless of your financial situation, I can get you financed and driving today. Simply Google Regina, the Queen of Car Loans. Ride in style with the Queen. Regina, the Queen of Car Loans at Joe Lunghamer Chevrolet in Waterford.
Chevrolet. Find new roads.
And we are back with Andre Charley with Affecting Change. Andre, when we went on break, you said something that really I really wanted to come back and talk about it. You said you are not them. And, Regina asked the question, how
that I ran around the block with?
Yeah. She was basically saying, how do you help someone that could potentially trigger emotions within you? Like, how do you help them and help you along the way, actually? And you said, number one, you are not them. That was such a strong statement. So talk to the listeners. Like, what does that potentially mean? You are not them.
Understanding that you are not them, knowing that you have had similar experiences and backgrounds, you're not them is important to know, because you do not want to take on their issue. Yeah. You do not want to make their issue yours, and then you become what we call counter-transference, and your judgment becomes a bit clouded because now you have made their situation yours. And you may cross the line when it comes down to that. However, we are from the same. So I can identify and I can relate to your situation, and I can be a part of you. And we are individuals that grew up with similar things, but keeping the understanding that they have the autonomy to live their life and make their own decisions and do what they do the way they see fit, the way they see fit for their own life. That's their own thing. That's
Okay, well, so I wanted to
you
just
went through
cut
a lot
you
of
off.
emotions.
I
You know that
you did. I saw all body.
Okay,
right.
All right.
So how? No. Okay. So I watch too many TV shows.
Definitely.
Okay. Too many TV shows. Probably the same ones that go over and over and over again, right? And how do you not take a person's emotions or the things they're going with and take it with you when you go home or deal with it? Because you can't do that.
Yes. So
I'm not done yet.
Go ahead. Go ahead.
You can't. I mean, how are you able to hear a person's things that they have going on in their life, the emotions, and not take it with you and leave it at the door?
Because we're human, it definitely sticks with us. It goes, and we actually hear it, we feel it, we understand it. That's why it's important to know your own thing. Know what you've been through, be aware of your own issues, be aware of your own situations, and to have done your work so that you do not carry it in an unhealthy way. Now, there are ways that you can release, and you have spiritual work to release, you have self-care to release, and understanding that you have given it, like I leave it all on the floor, this spiritual work. So we're going to get in, we're going to dig in, and we're going to deal with some stuff while you're there. And then we're going to pick up when you come back. But I have to make sure to understand that that's also their problem, their situation. I'm here to support them, but it's not mine, so I don't have to carry it the same way they do.
So you just answered the question. So it's self-help, self-love. Basically, you go like Dr. T. She takes trips, right?
Oh yeah,
So
yeah.
You
I have to
got
be grounded.
You got to
You
be
have
able
get
to be grounded in
Yeah.
your own personal life to deal with other people's problems, right?
Yeah, that's true.
Okay.
But he said something that was really pivotal. He said the spiritual aspect. So you have to be able to release things. And so one of the things is we have to, like he said, be aware, but we have enough baggage in our backyard. So we can't take on other baggage and put it in the backyard.
So basically,
you
you guys got your own problems.
Yeah, but
right?
you have to be able
baggage.
to. You have to be able to debrief. You have to have your own therapist or accountability partner so that you can debrief and release things. Because as therapists, we cannot take on people's problems and carry them. Our goal is to help them be aware of their own problems so that they can carry their own issues and deal with them and use the tools we give them to get through them.
You know, one thing I love about this segment or the show every month I look forward to, because this is helping me spiritually, mentally, and all that, because it gives me different tools to do what I do every day. Because I deal with customers' issues when it comes to buying cars, because they have issues. So I have to be able to leave their problems at the doorstep, or leave it at work, or just leave it there, because I talk to so many people. So this helps me every month.
Here she go with that singing.
Every month this helps me. Okay, I'm done. It's your segment. I'm closing my mouth for a minute.
Listen, but Andre, I want to go back to your bio. One of the things that I read, it says that you are passionate about working with others in the community. But there was something else that really caused me to really look at it. You said that you have a calling to support men of color. And, it's one thing to kind of, try to figure out why am I here? Like, Lord, what is it that I'm supposed to be doing? But you said that you have a calling to support men of color. And then you went on to say that there are significant and unique challenges throughout their lifespan, including but not limited to trauma, anxiety, grief, and loss, communication patterns, and some other things that you put here. But one of the things I want to talk about, so as a man, how do you get men to trust you when they come into your presence?
So that's a very interesting question, and all that is important to know because there has to be a calling. You have to be driven and understand that this is a particular and unique population, and being a male that didn't really have certain things growing up, I can connect and relate to some people on that level. But men open up when they feel like there is a place where they can be heard. And that's a place where they feel like they can talk and not be judged. Mm-hmm. It's important. But also just being me, just authentically being me. When they see me, that's a connection one. That, all right, there's a black male. But that doesn't automatically mean that they're just about to start talking. So you still have to do the work. You got to actually build a rapport, get an understanding. So we're just, that first session, just, kicking it on life. What's up? How you doing? What's going on with you? What's up? What brought you in? But what you like? What just kind of seeing what commonalities can be where we can connect. And we go from there. But it's just this ability to be able to relate. Mm-hmm. And I'm not the enemy, and I am not, a female, so it doesn't come off like I gotta put on this facade or I gotta make myself look good because this is one of my bros. So let's just do it. Just talk. Let's get through this. I'm here. Let them vent. Chances are they were there because their girl said you should go see somebody. But they may not really buy into it. But once we sit down and understand what therapy looks like and can feel like, they're like, oh, man, this is much different than I thought.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Man, all right, cool. Yeah, I'll be back.
I hope all the women on here are taking notes here, because if your man got some issue, he just gave you the formula. He just gave you the formula. Dr. T, let me say this.
Lord.
He just gave you the formula real quick, because you just said let them vent, let them talk. Let that man talk.
Let him talk.
Let him talk.
Yeah.
So don't cut your man. I'm taking notes right now myself.
Without cutting him off.
Don't cut him off. Take notes and listen.
That's good. And, that's one of our tools, active listening. But what I love about this is that you create a safe space is what we call it. Yeah. But I like to say a brave space. Yeah. Because you know what? This space, you can come in here and you can vent. This is a brave space. You can come where what you say, stay here. Yeah. You don't have to worry about it being thrown up in your face. Sometimes people just need to talk so that they can hear themselves say it, so that they can realize, you know what, that really didn't sound that good. Yeah. I'm glad I'm verbalizing this. So talk to me a little bit about, because, building rapport is kind of difficult sometimes. Mm-hmm. And like you said something, just because you may look like the person sitting across from you, meaning the same, race or the same, whatever, gender, that does not necessarily mean that they're going to trust you.
Right.
So you have to really, when in coming into any space, you have to know who you are.
Yeah.
So
absolutely.
Talk to me a little bit about that. Just when you first meet someone and they're coming into your space, how do you kind of prepare for them?
Well, the best thing is to not have any preconceived notions. Mm-hmm. You get the intake paperwork, you see what they're going on, you see what's facing them, you see what they how they respond to certain situations and what they've had in their history. But you allow them to present themselves as who they are when they come in, because their issues doesn't define who they are. It's just what they've been through.
Ooh, say that again.
The issues do not define who they are. It's just what they've been through.
That's good.
What's one of the techniques that you use to actually warm someone up?
Well, I come in. I don't try to be anybody else. I don't try to, be this hood dude if they actually from the street. I don't have to, try to act like I'm straight up hood, gonna shoot somebody 6 times. And I don't do all that. I just show up authentically as who I am. And from that, we talk. We understand each other, what they've gone through. Once I can find some commonalities, though, it's easier to kind of work through that. And then they go, oh, okay, cool. I have had some great experiences, and I've been blessed because I know who I am. I know who I am in God. Some people don't rock with God like that, and that's their thing. I do, and he still guides me and allows me to be able to connect with them in the way that I need to in order so that they can at least see that God in me, but also deal with their issue, whatever it is they're faced with. But it is one creative work that has to be done. Everything matters. If you do something, especially in that beginning, that rapport phase, you may not see them again. But I also have the ability to challenge a man in a way that a woman may not, and they not feel threatened because, talking helps them to see some of the things, and they may feel like, dang, like Dr. T said, dang, that don't even sound good to me. Okay, now that I hear it, now I see it.
That didn't even sound right to me.
Yeah, but in that moment, it felt like it was all right. It felt good. It felt like it was, you gave yourself permission to say whatever it is you said. And I'm like, yeah, no, but that was the way you handled it. But was that cool? I mean, would you like that to be said to you or your sister or your mom? Did you do that and you felt like that was your only option? What are some of the other things we can work at to see and come up with strategies and replacement behaviors that they can agree to? Because sometimes, they may not have known that they can walk away, or they may not have known that they can ask for, hey, you know what? This conversation is going the way I don't want it to go. Can we take a pause and come back? Just understanding that you do have the ability to make some choices in the matter where your back is up against the wall. Your only reaction is not to hit or grab or cuss her out and all of these things. So it's a lot of different strategies and techniques that we go through, but it's coming from a place that's not threatening. It's coming from a supportive place. And again, they don't have to feel like they have to prove themselves to me because who am I?
That's good. So, Andre, you have an event that's coming up. Let's talk about it.
Oh, yes.
The Manifest, the Mental Health Symposium for Men. Let's kind of talk about what, that is and when is it?
So the Manifest is in Manifest Detroit. Manifest, and we're exploring the identity, the struggle, and the power of the Black man. So that's on July 12th at the Art Block. I'm going to kick off with a welcome reception and just have people come in, be able to mingle, have a soul food dinner. I have a powerful motivational speaker, inspirational task coming forth from my pastor, Pastor Cranford. Then I have some entertainment coming just to kind of give it like a family atmosphere, just to relax and unwind, kick it on a Friday evening. And then Saturday is the main event where we're going to be talking about all of the real issues that we face every day. The identity, our purpose, why we're here, trauma, how does it affect us, how do we recover from it, not understanding self-care, boundaries, what that looks like, feel like, understanding that there are areas that we may feel like it's self-care, but we may actually just be avoided. So we have to deal with some of those things, understanding how the criminal justice system and the corrections officers, mental health are impacting our individuals who are formerly incarcerated or currently incarcerated, but when they come out, they have to deal with that and how that impact them, and looking at understanding brotherhood, sisterhood, and our communication among one another and what that looks like and feel like, and what's some of the things that we say that's supportive and not, and how we can get a better understanding. And then we'll also wrapping it up at the end of the day with an individual session with just guys and just women having that brotherhood, sisterhood conversation.
So, Andre, number one, tell us how they can tell the listeners how they can get tickets, and number two, tell them how they can contact you.
All right. Number one, you can get tickets at manifestdetroit.eventbrite.com. They're available for you. There's also the ability to kind of connect with us if you have a financial situation. We could talk about that. But the tickets are $40, and we would like for everyone to come out, register. So if you want RSVP, if you want to eat, that's how if you want to eat, let me know, because I get those numbers in, and then I can be reached at affecting.change.charley on Instagram, and that's Facebook is Andre Charley, CHARLEY, not LIE.
So thank you so much for joining us. It was such a great segment, and we'll be right back after we take this break.
Are you paying high interest rates on a car loan? Do you desire to purchase a home, but you're unable to get approved? Perhaps you're repeatedly getting denied for credit when applying for credit cards. Listen, better credit doesn't just happen. You've got to make it happen. I've helped hundreds of people better their credit and their overall financial situation by applying a simple set of instructions that anyone can follow. Call me today, 1-800-988-9184. That's Kathy Washington, your financial impact coach, at 1-800-988-9184. Don't delay. Call today.
Regina, the Queen of Car Loans here with Joe Lunghamer Chevrolet. If you're looking to get into a new or used vehicle with affordable rates, we've got your back. My lenders are making unheard of deals where others may have roadblocks. Regardless of your financial situation, I can get you financed and driving today. Simply Google Regina, the Queen of Car Loans. Ride in style with the Queen. Regina, the Queen of Car Loans at Joe Lunghamer Chevrolet in Waterford.
Chevrolet, find new roads.
We're back, and this is a favorite part of our show, is that we go over businesses and the current events that we have going on. Got to remind you about the Pontiac Meals on Wheels Foundation 27th Annual Golf Outing Fundraiser, Monday, August 12, 2004. It's at the links at Crystal Lake, 800 Golf Drive, Pontiac, Michigan, 48341. 7 a.m. to 3 p.m. is golf time. We have prizes and raffles. Prizes for top teams, raffles, souvenir booklet, reap and bag reception. Wow. Sponsorship is available. Registration starts at 7 a.m. Breakfast at 7 a.m. And when I tell you Meals on Wheels, do we feed you good? We feed you good. And then Shot Off Gun starts at 8 a.m. Lunch on the turn at 11 a.m. and receptions at 1. Trust me, we feed you good at breakfast and we feed you good at lunch.
Listen, y'all better get on over there, Meals on Wheels, and to that event. So there's a community health care event that's taking place on Tuesday, June 25th from 10 a.m. to 3 p.m. at the Eastern Market Shed 3. This is a free event. There will be HIV testing. There will be food, music, community resources, health screenings. There will also be medical experts there. Come out and to this resource fair. It is free. All vendors are welcome to register for this event. If you are a vendor and you want to register, please register at www.centralcityhealth.com or Ayesha, AYANISH, at centralcityhealth.com. You want to come out to this event. This is free to the public. It's a healthcare event and you do not want to miss it. There will be community leaders there and resources. Get in the building. Shed 3 at Eastern Market.
It's a community health care event Tuesday, June 25th, 2024 from 10 a.m. to 3 p.m. at Eastern Market, Shed 3. HIV testing, food, music, sponsored by Central City Health. They have health screening, medical experts, community resources, community leaders. All vendors are welcome to register at this event. You can you can go to www.centralcityhealth.com. Just that event going on during the week.
We just did that one, right?
Oh, wow. Did we?
So we just doing it twice.
You know what? That's just tell you I wasn't listening, right?
Yeah, it tells me.
Well, let me... Ooh, that's embarrassing. Anyway, let me just say we have this event going on. Actually, it's not an event. It's King's Cakes and Catering. Food Field for Royalty. 743 Auburn Avenue, Pontiac, Michigan. You can reach this person at 248-760-3822. Wednesday through Sunday, 1 p.m. to 7 p.m. Is that why you said we need to mark off this in the beginning?
Yes, I did. So listen, everyone, on Saturday, June 22nd at 9 a.m., Mount Zion Missionary Baptist Church presents a man prayer breakfast. The guest speaker is Pastor William Parker from Pontiac. So we want to encourage you all to join as they gather for this meaningful occasion. This is a man's prayer breakfast. It is June the 22nd at 9 o'clock o'clock a.m. The address is 53 Oakland Avenue in Pontiac, Michigan. Breakfast will be served from 9 to 9:45. You want to get in the building. Man, we are calling you to come out for this special prayer breakfast. Join the pastor at Mount Zion Missionary Baptist Church along with guest speaker, Pastor William Parker. You don't want to miss this.
We have a Juneteenth celebration, which is today, Saturday, June 15th, from 10 a.m. to 4 p.m. at Silver Lake Church, located at 520 West Walton Boulevard, Pontiac, Michigan, 48340. It's featuring performances by Project Excel, old school yard games, music, food, and vendors. Bring your lawn chair. And if you want to participate today, you can call Vicki at 248-250-3766. That's Vicki at 248-250-3766. Shout out to Vicki. She sent this, texted me at 1:42 a.m. this morning. So shout out to Vicki this morning.
Listen, so there is a block party that's going on in Detroit. It's the Juneteenth block party. This is a celebration that's being hosted by Chris Kyle. You all know Chris Kyle, the influencer. This is Wednesday, June the 19th from 6 p.m. to 10 p.m. This is being held at Eastern Detroit, located at 3434 Russell Street. If you want to be a vendor, you can contact them at enjoymotorcity313.com. This event will have live music and entertainment, delicious food, and barbecue. You can sip, shop, and network. So make sure that you RSV for this free event hosted by Chris Kyle on Wednesday, June 19th from 6 p.m. to 10 p.m. at the Eastern Detroit, 3434 Russell Street. You don't want to miss it.
Let me just say this. All our events that we've been reading the last couple of weeks is out of KermitPresents.com. You can visit his website for more news, www.KermitPresents.com. We are going to have him on at the end of the month, actually the last Saturday of the month, so we are looking forward to having him on. But again, our events that we have been reading the last couple of weeks has been from KermitPresents.com. He has a monthly, what do we call this, not newsletter or magazine that comes out every month. And if you in the Pontiac area or the Oakland County area
or Southeastern Michigan
to advertise in this book, it is actually free.
Yeah. So we do have one more event, Regina, that we can advertise. That is on Saturday, June 29th, 2024. This is the Blues in the Streets. So did we do this already?
No, but I was about to. But go ahead.
This is the Blues in the Street.
Yes.
And this event, again, is sponsored by Pontiac Meals on Wheels. And so they're going to have DJ Chris Kelly, Jerry the Big Deal Harris, and DJ Jumper that will be there helping sponsor this. The featured Southern Blues singer Karen Wolf will be there. This event is from 2 p.m. to 7 p.m. This is a free event to the public, free food until 5 p.m. and non-alcoholic drinks will be free as well until 5 p.m. So from 2 to 5 p.m. you can get free food. This is happening in downtown Pontiac, North Saginaw Street between North Pike and North Lawrence. This is sponsored by Oakland County, City of Pontiac, Age Wage, Detroit Soul and Blues, Gateway Built, Messy Ace Rib Shack, The Crowford, Peters Executive Exclusive Transportation, and Eugene Hawkins. So you don't want to miss this event, Saturday, June 29th, 2024, Blues in the Streets.
All right. Well, thank you for listening this week. We want you to have a great week, and don't forget to listen to the replay at noon if you miss us from 6 a.m. to 7 a.m.
Yeah, happy Saturday, everybody.
Happy Saturday.
Y'all be blessed.
You've been listening to Be in the Driver's Seat with Regina, the Queen of Car Loans, and mental health expert, Dr. Teresa Moore.
Brought to you by Joe Lunghamer Chevrolet of Waterford.
Be in the Driver's Seat, a Saturday morning mix of cars, credit, and wellness created just for you. From Regina, the Queen of Car Loans, and Dr. Teresa Moore, thank you for listening.